Okay, guys. Well, if you're watching this video, then you've made it to the end of the course, or you're just watching the video ahead of time. It's always a little weird for me to make a video ahead of time because I'm making this video about 3-4 weeks before the end of the course, but the risk of me not doing it now, see, I have to sort of weigh these things, but if I wait until July when it gets so crazy at the end of the semester, the risk is that there will never be a welcome video. So please accept this welcome all the way from June to you guys in July. No doubt it will be pretty crazy at that point, and you will be ready for this semester to be over. In the last session, last session is only a 2-day session because you have so very little to do. You really only have to make one initial post on a discussion board. But let me go ahead and take a look at that. I have a couple questions lined up for you there. 3 questions. One, I want to know what diffusion model or diffusion principles or any nuggets that you've learned from the class that you think that you can actually use in your current or future context. I want to know what your biggest takeaways from the course was. Well, what was your biggest takeaway? So one takeaway, I guess. And then any suggestions for improving the course that you might have while they're fresh in your mind. You may see the course evaluations as another place to talk about suggestions for improving the course. So don't kill yourself answering these questions. There may be some overlap across through the 3 questions. And you just need to make an initial post. You don't have to respond to people. You can, if you want, respond, but you don't have to. So you can see it's not a lot to do in the 2 days. I don't know what else you're going to do. But one thing you might think about doing is getting organized. So you have to remember, for every class that you take in your program, you really want to go and look at your files that you have saved, the things you've submitted, and you want to capture them, quite honestly, because coursed-in courses do get locked down. Maybe about 2 or 3 weeks after the semester ends. It just depends. It's like maybe between 1 and 3 weeks, the course is automatically sort of disabled or locked. The instructors can still go in for a while, but even we get locked out, especially if the University System of Georgia gets a new learning management system, which rumor has it we're going to have a new one in the next year or 2. So we can't, like for example, I can't access my Blackboard, my old WebCT Blackboard courses from just a few years ago. It was like 5 years ago. I can't access those courses anymore. They're no longer available to me. So even we will get locked out someday. So don't ever count on your instructor to be able to go in and get stuff for you. You need to be managing your files and make sure you're saving the work that you've done this semester. You've made a Prezi maybe, you've made an infographic, you've written things on discussion boards, and all of that is stuff that you might want to save. You can save it with screen capture. You can export your infographic as a PDF or an image file. You can probably save the Prezi. You can probably download that from Prezi. You can probably turn that into a PDF. You can turn that into a PowerPoint, or you can just leave it on Prezi because you control that. And you've also got this wiki on this wiki.westguy.edu site, and I have some recommendations for how you can download that. I would download it. You just follow my recommendations, but I'd probably download it as both PDF and HTML. Okay? There are benefits to both, and I would just export both types and save it because you will probably want to use at least one thing from this class in your final portfolio for your program. In your portfolio, you're going to be demonstrating your knowledge, skills, and abilities related to your program standards. So remember your program standards. If you go to the, go to my table of contents, one place you could go is go to All Readings in Course, the All Readings in Course page, and on the very top of that page, I have placed the EDS program standards. So we've got ISTE standards for coaches, that's for IT majors, and we've got the NBPTS library media standards for school library media folks. And so those are those standards that guide your knowledge, skills, and abilities that you're trying to develop in this program and that you're going to show off in a portfolio later, and you're going to use artifacts from courses like this one, which is why we're having this conversation about why you need to archive your work right now. Okay? So let me go back to session 7 really quickly and make sure I make the other really important point. Somehow I make these just lengthy, chatty videos, don't I? So the other thing that's really important is that you complete your course evaluations, please. I need to know how I did this semester. I didn't do so hot in spring, just in terms of my response time, my grading time, but I've been really working hard this semester to try to like step that up. You know, there's no reason to take a long time grading because you have to grade no matter what, right? So why ever put it on the back burner? Why ever delay it? You know, that's my great insight this summer. And I hope that, you know, making this video in June, but maybe by July I've really slacked off and become awful. But my hope is that I've been doing right by you guys this semester. And so please let me know how I did in those course evaluations. Let me know what you think about the course design. Actually, during this summer, this course was, it earned Quality Matters certification for its design. So I'm curious what you think about the design, because there's always better ways to do it. And, you know, who better to tell me than the people that actually move through it. As you can tell, I use a very repetitive design because I don't want you to get lost. I want it to be like foolproof for getting lost. But still, there may be something I could do better. So if you have an idea, like a specific idea for how I could do it even better, that would be awesome. If you have an idea for how I could interact better, like I offered that a face-to-face session earlier in the semester. I don't actually normally do that, and I think about 3 of you showed up to that. So 3 out of about 35 or 40 people came to that. If there's other ways that you want to see me interact, you know, tell me. Tell me about the design, about the teaching, the facilitation, quality of materials, nature of experiences, whatever you want. Just give me some feedback in that course evaluation. All right, I really appreciate it, and I will let you go for now. Talk to you later.